Oh, hey YouTube, this is Lorenzo, and if you know on my channel, I really never ever post a video. But the first time for everything. I just felt at the end of the day, this is something that I can't be the only person that this is affected and who feels like this. And I realized that the funny thing is, don't come for me, but I was watching The View, and Whoopi Goldberg made a point. She said, you know what? I refuse to give anybody else the power to control my life and what I can and cannot accomplish. And I thought, you know what? That is me. And I said, I bet you there are a lot of other people around this world who feel that way and who have always been in their own way. And I realized, you know what? I've tried several times to be healthier, to be active, to take control of my life, take control of my health, and I always find an excuse why it doesn't work, or I give up or something like that. And then I say, you know what, I'm going to start on Monday. And then after all these years, I realized that when I say I'm going to start on a day in the future, that's telling myself that I'm not going to do it. Because if I was going to do it, I would have started when I thought about it. And when she said that, it woke me up, and I realized something. In my family, I have, like a lot of us, have had family members who dealt with addiction and things. And we always say, hey, there's nothing we could do. When they get to rock bottom, then we'll be there to help them get help and move on. And we just hope that they get to rock bottom before they get into the cemetery. And unfortunately, I've had family members who ended up in the cemetery because they never realized that they were at rock bottom. And I have the same feeling about myself. Over the years, I do well on losing weight, being healthy, everything. And then I find excuses to stop it, or I can't keep doing it. It could be, hey, there's too much going on in my life. It could be, I have too much work, or I just give up. And then when Whoopi Goldberg said that, I thought, you know what? Throughout my life, the only thing that's common to every time I have failed to do something is me. I am the common denominator. And I realized that was my rock bottom. And I realized that I control my health, I control my future, and I control how I'm going to move forward. And ever since then, I go to the gym. I go for my walk. I just finished a 9-mile power walk at the Memorial Park in Houston. And I feel so empowered and so energized. And the next day when I'm tired and I'm like, I just can't, I tell myself, yes, you can. You can. The only thing that's holding you back is you. So if you know somebody who is like me and who's always been in their own way from being their best authentic self, send this video to them and tell them that I'm going to go on this journey with them. And together we are going to take over and take control of what and who we are and what we can accomplish. And on that journey, we're going to be there for each other. We're going to be there for each other when we succeed. We're going to be there for each other when we fall short sometimes. But at the end of the day, we're going to take ownership and realize that we are in control and we can do it. And we don't need anybody else. And once you really believe that and you get to the rock bottom, you realize I need to make a change because I want to be healthier. I want to have longevity. I want to be able to have a nice long life and be able to be active when I'm older. So if you know somebody who is going through that journey, share this video with them and let them know that they're not alone. Let's go on that journey together. So I will see you tomorrow.